for joining me for another week with Mary's Dreamtime messages. I hope you had a wonderful week last week. The two cards we pulled out was with Dingo, I am advancing, letting us know when we listen to the deepest part of our heart and soul, then we're led to the direction we want to take, and helping us to make decisions for a more successful life. And the other card that we pulled out was with Camel, I am trusting, letting us know that when we trust in our goals and where they will lead us, you know, it was important that we believed in ourselves, and you know, regardless of any challenges that we were facing along the way to our goals, and it was an important time not to give up. And so I hope you were able to take on board the advice of those two animals, and you know, had a more positive and inspiring week. The week is going to be starting the 22nd of April and running until the 28th, and so it's going to be a full moon on Wednesday, and so it's going to be a good time to get out your Dreamtime journal and you know, make some plans to do with, you know, anything that you've been feeling like you really want to let go of. And it's a good idea to just spend some time in contemplation or quiet meditation, and or you know, just maybe spend some time also outside, in order for you to just allow yourself to let go of anything that's been troubling you, or you know, also anything that's been stressing you, you know, using the nature to free up our spirit again after a long and heavy week. The full moon is really important process to your self-care routine, or also to do with your work routine, in letting go of any strategies that haven't worked out, and enabling yourself to come up with new and fresh ideas, so that you can initiate better plans for success. And so I have been working on a couple of new paintings recently, one being the Dugong and Baby, and also the White Barn Owl and Baby. And so these are the two paintings that I'm currently working on and finishing at the moment. By the time this video comes out, maybe that the paintings will be finished and in the online store ready for someone special. And so yeah, I mean, I hope that you know, that you've been traveling along pretty well this year for 2024, and that you've been inspired by a lot of the videos that are on here and the artworks as well, because we're also going to be listing up to 100 new canvas prints in the online store this year for everybody as well, keeping you motivated and keeping the high vibes going to inspire your day. And so I think, you know, we've already listed, I think maybe about 20 new ones already, and so by the time November comes, then they'll all be listed in the online store, the new pieces of art. So if you've been connecting with one certain animal, then you know, there is a wide variety of animals, and also, you know, in different placements in their environment as well. Sometimes you'll see two animals, other times you'll just see one on its own. And so yeah, these different placements within nature of the animals are also giving us these certain messages as well. And so, you know, the messages may be slightly different when there's maybe two dingoes as opposed to one dingo, or you know, maybe several birds as opposed to just one bird in the environment. And you know, I've noticed that over the years, as you know, as I observe the animals in their natural environment, how many different messages that they can bring us. And so usually all the paintings that I paint are, are experiences that I've either felt or also seen in nature. And so with further ado, let's get started on seeing the 2 animals that are going to be guiding us this week. If you've got your card deck already, then it comes in a 2-part box. You've got your 100-page booklet and you've got your 36 glossy cards. And so let's get and have a look and see the 2 animals that are going to be guiding us. We got the dingo and the camel last week, and there were some interesting animals telling us some really powerful messages last week. And it had been some time since we had got the dingo, and so whenever the dingo does come up, it's a really good indicator of letting us know how much progress that we're making in our spiritual endeavors, which link us to our purpose in life. And so and it's important to know that it's okay if you don't know what that is yet. And so each day brings us closer to knowing what that is, and especially being able to observe the animals in their natural environment. But the cards help us too, and that gives us another layer, and it helps us to keep incredibly focused on that, on those messages, and on our development in our own individual dreaming. And so the first card that we pulled out this week is with Blue Wren, I am loved, letting us know that when I listen to the inner sounds and call of my soul, it naturally guides me to align to the high vibrations of love within nature. And so it's just another reminder about nature and how it's always giving back to us when we can spend time in nature and give it the give nature the respect that it deserves. And so it's really soaking all that nature in. I always notice when I sit in nature, it's not until about 20 or 30 minutes that I start to feel the positive vibrations of nature. And just one of the activities that you can do this week is just spend that time in nature, or even in your backyard, and just observe what your energy is doing and how long it's actually taking for your energy to drop, and so into your physical body, and when that happens, you'll feel energized, you'll also feel more grounded, and you'll also feel like that you're less scattered and confused in your mind, because your energy is dropping down another level. And so the action step for you this week to do with Blue Wren is letting you know to go to that special place within nature where you can tune into that feeling of divine love. And so it was just like what I was saying to you before. If you can also go to a sacred site, you might go to a friend's place where they've got a bigger backyard, or maybe your parents' place, or maybe in your own backyard. The backyard is the best place where you can experiment with a lot of things. But when you go into nature, sometimes at the reserves or the parks there can be a lot of people around, and maybe you've also found a spot where there isn't so many people, so many people. So just experiment, and see what you come up with this week. But also helping us to do, doing this as well helps us to let go of any anger that we feel, any hatred or darkness, because we're making a stronger connection with ourselves, with our energy, with our physical body, with everything, our heart and soul as well. Nature is always reflecting these things back to us. So it's important to keep in tune with ourselves in this way. And so You know, the positive aspects to do with this is divine love, feeling more at peace, and, you know, recognizing your spiritual home within yourself, in connection to nature. And so the other card, you know, that we pulled out, let's have a look at that. And you know, the cards are always giving us such powerful messages, and there's usually so many different layers to these messages as well. Like on one day you may be reading, oh right, that's what the blue wren is telling me, okay, and then, you know, by the end of the week you're like understanding that in a whole different light. And so, you know, you may be watching these videos at the start of your week, you know, try watching them also at the end of the week as well, and that will also show you a different perspective on you know, where you've come just from that entire week. Like, it's pretty insightful. And so that's giving you another layer of information to do with the messages and how you're absorbing them, and to what layer and what depth you've understood them at that point by the end of the week. And so the other card that we pulled out is with Lady Beetle. Ancestral Lady Beetle, I am free, letting us know that when I let go of control and judgment, I allow my heart to sing with joy, and I'm free to be me without any limitations. And so, yeah, it's going to be an important time this week to just spend some time, you know, in doing some kind of playful activities, you know, laughing and just having some fun, just to lighten things up a bit, and, you know, so that you can get more balance in your week, to do with just having some fun. And so, you know, this also kind of, you know, takes the attention away from our mind, because we can also we can always quite a lot be in our mind a lot. And so, you know, this helps us to connect more to our heart, and, you know, any projects that to do with healing or passion and you know, creativity. And so if we have a look at the Lady Beetle, and we just looked that one up in the guidebook, in your 100-page guidebook if you have it there, and you know, it's also reminding us to connect to our inner child and to assist with some deep healing that you may be in need of, or self-love as well. And so, you know, that's what we were talking about also to do with Blue Wren in there. And so it's also a good time to remove yourself from any negative people or situations that could be holding this part of you back in you. You know, it took me a very long time to understand and recognize those people, and so it may take some time, or maybe you already know who those people are. And so it's important to keep your childlike innocence in your heart, and always allow it to play, keeping you young, having fun, laughter, and being happy are all natural qualities of your inner child. So it's important to you know, use activities this week to bring in more balance by welcoming more happiness into your life this week. And so the two cards that we pulled out this week is with and you know, it's about having that balance. You know, you may be working too much, and so that's you know, happiness could be in the form of leisure time, or just, you know, having time away from work as well, which is so very important to do. The two cards we pulled out is with Blue Wren, I am love, letting us know when I listen to the inner sounds and calls of my soul, it naturally guides me to align myself to the high vibrations of love within nature. So it's important time to spend some time in nature this week. And the other card we pulled out is with Lady Beetle, when I let go of control and judgment, I allow my heart to sing with joy, and I'm free to be me without any limitations. So you are healing your inner child. you know, it's not always easy to do, but it's important to have always that in the back of your mind, this part of yourself that you can connect to at any time through these activities that make you feel young. You know, a lot of forms of creativity can do this as well, especially like colouring in. You know, that's one that I think of, not just because there's books in my online store, but because that is the simplest, most quickest and easiest way in order to get some time where you can just process any emotions that are there that can help you to heal or understand more about yourself. And because it's like a individual activity, it can also help you to free up that mind of yours and allow yourself to just have fun. And you know, it also enables you to just have like a mini detox from the computer and social media. And so I hope this has been useful this week for you, and I hope you have a wonderful week with these two. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell button, and I will see you again in our next video next week. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.